Hey, it's Adam Armstrong here, and I gotta say, these video titles are getting more and more controversial, aren't they? So this one, I'm telling you, it's a fact. It's okay to hit women, but it's not in the way you think, right? So I often talk about how women like naughty sex. They like the sex to be dirty in the bedroom, and I often talk about how women like to be spanked because when you spank a woman, it makes her feel naughty. It makes the sex dirty. You know, you fuck a woman from behind, and as you're fucking her, you put one hand on her hair and grab it in your hand, and you spank her ass as you're fucking her, and you talk dirty. And she's in another world. You know, she's going to come so easily when you act like that. When you act dominant, you grab her hair, you spank her ass, she's going to love it. Problem is, and I didn't really realise this until I started writing about spanking women, a lot of guys have a problem with it. Because they'll write to me and they'll say, "Hey Adam, you know, I get what you're saying about women liking naughty sex and dirty sex, but how can you say that it's right to spank a woman? I've always been told it's wrong to hit a woman." And my answer is always the same. This is all about context. You know, hitting a woman outside of the bedroom because you're frustrated with her because she did something you don't like, that's the actions of a loser. You know, men who act like that, low intelligence, can't control their emotions, can't control their physical actions, they don't deserve to be with a woman. So I agree. Hitting a woman outside of the bedroom is completely wrong. But you have to understand that hitting a woman in the bedroom when it's a spank, that's something that women fucking love. And I actually had a woman contact me. She was called Nikki, and she wrote me this whole email about how she loved the blog post that I wrote about spanking and how she'd been with this guy and she'd ask him to spank her. Like, they'd be doing it doggy style and she'd ask him to spank her and he never would. And it really frustrated her because she really liked to be spanked. And he wouldn't do it. And she was saying, "You're spot on, you're dead right. Of course it's wrong to hit a woman outside the bedroom. But in the bedroom, if you hit a woman and the kind of hit is a spank, she's going to love it if you do it right." So I guess I should probably tell you how to do it right. So when you spank a woman, the best place to spank her is the bottom of her ass cheek, where her ass cheek meets her hamstring, the hamstring being the back of the thigh. So where the back of the thigh meets the bottom of her ass cheek, that's the best place to spank her. It's a nice meaty place. And when you spank her, you want to spank her with the palm of your hand. And here's the thing, you got to do it hard enough so it makes a nice... It's got to make a bit of a noise. If you spank her like this, and it makes no noise, she won't get turned on by that. Likewise, if you spank her too hard and you actually really hurt her, that's not cool either. But you've got to understand that lower part of the ass is a meaty part of the female anatomy, and it can take some like a little bit of force. You know what I mean? You got to spank her hard enough so it makes that nice crisp slapping sound. And if you do that, she's gonna fucking love it. So, to be clear, of course it's wrong to hit a woman outside the bedroom. There's never an excuse for that. Well, actually, I could think of an excuse for that. Like, let's say, what if a woman was attacking your woman and she was like a nasty bitch and she had a knife or something? Then it would be alright to attack a woman. It would be alright to hit a woman. If she was attacking someone you loved, would it be alright to hit that woman? Yeah, it would. And that's a good example of how everything needs to be taken with the right context. But in general, is it wrong to hit a woman? Of course it is. It's wrong to hit any human being, unless you're in a boxing match. You know, it's not right to go around hitting anyone. And as men, if the only way that we can communicate with our women is to hit them when they say something we don't like or do something we don't like, then it shows that our communication skills are severely lacking. But inside the bedroom, that's a different context entirely. Inside the bedroom, women want strong, sexually dominant men who aren't afraid to get a little bit rough, who aren't afraid to make the sex a little bit naughty. And spanking your woman is a fantastic way to show her that you're this strong, dominant man. You're not afraid to get naughty. You're not afraid to get rough. When you spank her, go for that nice meaty area at the bottom of her ass, top of her hamstring. Use the palm of your hand and do it. Don't do it so hard that it hurts her, but do it hard enough so that you get that nice crisp slapping sound. Preferably throw in a good dose of dirty talk while you're at it. And you won't believe how hard that can make a woman come. I mean, you can get to a point where you can make a woman come purely from the act of spanking. And I realise that sounds ridiculous, but I'll talk more about it at a later date. You can get to a point where you can put her over your knee and say to her, "I'm going to spank you 10 times, and on the 10th spank you're going to come," and she will. I'll talk more about that in a future video. For now, just understand that to simply say that it's wrong to hit women and include spanking in that statement is stupid. It's too general. You got to be specific. Yeah, it's wrong to hit a woman outside the bedroom. But inside the bedroom, is it wrong to spank her? Well, no. And that's a form of hitting. In fact, women love spanking. I advise you to try spanking your woman the next time you're with her in the bedroom. When she's really turned on, she's hot, wet and horny, and you're fucking her from behind and she's having all these orgasms, spank her as you're doing it and throw in some dirty talk as you're doing it, and she will fucking love it. If you got any comments or questions, leave them below the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you soon.